What's going on, folks? You know who it is. So, I can sit here and pretend the reason why I haven't done videos is because of this summertime. We got no news. No. The reason is because, straight up, it's this World of Warcraft. That's why I haven't done any Skyline reviews. You know, for the last 3 months, as it got closer to countdown, we got the Legion expansion coming out. So, I just want to show you my collection of collector's editions and just tell you that now that I have the Legion, which I'll show in a second, I'll get back into the videos because, you know, as y'all know, you might be like me, once you get it, it loses its touch, it loses excitement, and you look for the newest and better thing. And after this expansion comes out, which will be tonight, I'll play it for a little bit and, you know, get back the ball rolling on Skylanders. You know what I'm saying? It's coming out in October, so we should be rocking and rolling with it. So, let's get to the nitty-gritty, boys and girls. This is exactly why I haven't done no videos. No videos for the longest time on Skylanders because of this. It's been in my brain. I've been non-stop playing, and I've been leveling up my characters all the way to 100 so I could get prepared for the Legion. And luckily, they came out with something for an invasion that you can level up your characters really fast. If you play Warcraft, you know what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and get into the first collector's edition, which was the Burning Crusade. Probably the best expansion so far. We haven't played Legion yet, so I don't know what the next one is. Then it came out with Who got a rash? You Poison Ivy? Wrath of the Lich King. This is all about the Lich King and going out in like Viking zones and like you know, Northrend and doing all the cold, chilly. Ooh, I'm freezing. Get a jacket. Then they went ahead and revamped it and decided to make the whole world volcanic. Not volcanic, but they had a guy named Deathwing come through for Cataclysm. You know what I'm talking about? And they introduced goblins and worgons. That's how I made my mage, my goblin mage. Definitely a cool expansion. The zones were cool, but I mean, all they really did was just cut some holes in some, you know, the Azeroth, and they made just a bunch of zones messed up and burnt and all that cool stuff. So this was cool, but it's just mainly they just took Azeroth and flipped it upside down and made fire everywhere. So that was Cataclysm. The reason why it was really cool is because I got to make up my Goblin Mage. Next one was Mr. Pandaria. And mind you, these were all like 4 or 3 years in between. So 2005 is when I started playing. I don't remember exactly when the expansion came out for the first one, but as you could tell, you know, 2 to 3 years for each one of these. It's a long time to wait for another game. So yeah, so Mr. Pandaria is when they introduced pandas. Oh yeah, pandas. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, panda bears, that's right. And they introduced the monk class. Anyways, in the last one they came out with, so all these expansions were great, right? You had Burning Crusade, which introduced the Blood Elves and the Draenei's, awesome, crazy, awesome races. Then you got Wrath of the Lich King, which introduced the Death Knight hero class. Cataclysm, which introduced the Goblins and the Worgons. Mr. Pandaria introduced the come on baby, the monks, right, with pandas, cool, great, Asian theme, all that Far East thing. And then they came out with Warlords of Draenor. They didn't introduce no classes, they didn't introduce no races. What they did introduce was garrisons. Now I remember doing a video on this and I was excited about it because I was like, ooh, this is gonna be cool, something new. Absolutely the worst expansion in history for World of Warcraft. And there's a couple reasons why, and I understand I'll give them a pass, is because they're working on Heroes of the Storm and they're working on Overwatch. So I'll give them a pass. You know what I'm saying? They had too much on the plate and they all releasing at the same time. So, you know, it's all good. Garrison sucked. They had everybody, this is a multi-million people online multi-role-playing game, right? And you're gonna have everybody, you're just one person inside your garrison working on your own little house that only you can see or anybody that's in your party can see. Other than that, no one else can walk in your garrison. So you're doing all this for what? All these zones and you're hanging out by yourself. That was just everyone can absolutely agree that was the worst expansion ever, and I think they lost a lot of subscribers, and that's why, everybody, they revamped the next expansion, which now let's lead into Legion, which is freaking awesome. Let me give the idea of Legion, okay? They're going back to the Burning Crusade. You know, the Legion is sort of like this. It's not the same zones and everything, but it's just they're having demons and stuff invade Azeroth, and we got to go to the what is it, the Broken Isle? The Burning Legion's coming to attack us. But that's not what I'm really excited about. I don't care what they put in front of us and kill. I don't care. It's all about PvP for me still, no matter what. But what's exciting about this is that I'm overly hyped up for is because back in the day playing WoW from the very beginning, it was awesome to have your own special class quest. The warrior with the getting a whirlwind axe, I think it was. The rogue getting its thistle tea quest. You had, you know, the warlock getting his mount quest. The paladin. All this stuff was awesome. Then they took it away, and then they just made all these quests that everyone could do no matter what. No matter what class you were, you could do it. But now in Legion, you have your own class hall. Rogues go to rogue places. Pallies go to pally places. And even if you're Alliance or Horde, you're still going to go to the same spot. But it's just, it's tailored to your class. So a rogue would look like a rogue spot. A priest would look like a priest church-looking area. What is it? A mage would look like a library with floating stuff. It just looks freaking awesome. And then you got artifact weapons. And we've always wanted it's about weapons, about killing. It's about questing with your weapons, right? This is awesome, an idea that they're going to have for artifact weapons, because now you just upgrade the weapon as you level. And it's just, everything about it is just awesome. I've seen videos on it. I haven't seen one downfall of it at all. So I'm really excited about it. And I just want to share with you that I got my Legion expansion, and we'll rock on with the videos. But what do we get for 80 bucks? 80 bucks. You might think, what are you buying 80 bucks for? Well, the game alone is 50, 60 bucks. Okay, so what do we get for another 30, 40 bucks? Well, we get a mouse pad. That's great. I don't use them, but it looks cool. The art book alone is probably 30, 40 bucks, so we'll get past that. The behind the scenes DVD, all these other, you get the actual full version Legion DVD ROM, which you really don't do because everything's streaming now. You just put a code in, you get the game. And you get these other things from other games that they made, right? You get StarCraft Portrait, you get Diablo Wings and Helm, you get your World of Warcraft, Illidari, Stalker Mount, and Nibble's Pet, Heroes of the Storm, Stalker Mount, but I don't really play those. But another good thing about this too, I'm excited about it, but it's not like what I'm really looking forward to, is playing the Demon Hunter. That's another class they're introducing. You can either be Night Elf Demon Hunter or Blood Elf Demon Hunter. And I'm making Blood Elf all day, baby. So I'm just excited and wanted to share this with you guys, and let's open it up. Anyways, let's go ahead and open this up. It's just cool to have it in plastic still, because after a while they start getting little nudges. And yes, I'm the type of guy that looks at these boxes and like looks at the embroidered part of it, looks at the art cover of it. You know, some people don't care. They'll just go out and get a box and throw the box away. As long as it's installed, they don't care. But I love to have the art, man. The art, this is what got me in the game, the freaking art. I remember reading it in a magazine, right, before YouTube was huge and before the internet was popping off and all that stuff. Reading in a magazine, that's how I found World of Warcraft. And just the art alone. So let's go ahead and open this up for the first time. I don't even want to open it up, but I have to. I need the code in there. So I have to work tonight, which sucks, but at least I'll be able to make my Demon Hunter, and midnight tonight, the expansion will be ready to rock and roll because it comes out tonight at midnight. So there we go. First you gotta smell. It smells so good. Then you gotta take this plastic piece off. Alright? Tells you what you get. Doesn't really matter. Something about opening something brand new. So here's the book, right? I'll open that up. I'm gonna look at this at work tonight. You get the mouse pad. Oh, guys, this is awesome. What's this? Behind the scenes. Probably about an hour long. Right? Does it tell you how long it is? I don't know. And then you get the soundtrack. Come on. Soundtrack. And then you get the actual game. So I'm ready to go install this bad boy and go have some fun. Alright, so anyways, everyone, that was just it. World of Warcraft Legion. That's what I'm going to be playing all day long. You know what I'm talking about? So, much love, and it's time to go make me a Demon Hunter and relax, because tomorrow is going to be on and popping. So, sorry guys for the videos being not there about Skylanders, but I'll get back on it. Let me just dibble and dabble in the Legion, and we'll rock and roll. So much love, man. That's my unboxing of the World of Warcraft Legion expansion pack.